meeting.
Woo! Love the music. Love the music.
The very first one here. So everybody, if I do something I shouldn't do, or if I say something I shouldn't say, keep your mouth shut. Yeah, I like that. We're gonna say nothing yet, but we're gonna go, Kathy, keep your mouth shut. Okay. Okay.
You might see me run up and go.
Even if you're gonna make me 1,000 times more nervous than I already am. So, all right, guys, we're gonna start. We actually have a lot of really cool stuff going on in this meeting. Where's Twan?
Twan just run outside.
But Twan, we're gonna all give Twan a hard time when he comes back in. So, welcome to the team meeting. It is the day before Valentine's Day, which some of us feel fabulously about. Some of us could wish it could care less. Absolutely. So we're not gonna change a whole lot. We're gonna start out with some gratitudes. So who had I'm gonna say that maybe Susan has something that she's grateful for. Susan, do you have something that you're grateful for?
Julie, I am grateful that this is your first team meeting and that you're here with us.
Yeah. You know what?
I just
Girlfriend, I feel like I need to give you two.
No.
Because that was meaningful.
You get one.
Just give her a hug. Love you, love you, love you. You guys are amazing. Anybody else have anything that they are grateful for? Look at this pink, girl. I told you.
I know.
It's pink. We are the pink office. Anybody else have anything they're grateful for? Well, I would like to, yes, ma'am, my girl.
Grateful for Kathy. We were offering on one of these property and she helped out over the weekend. So I'm really grateful.
I love that.
You don't know yet though, but.
We're pushing this listing agent to make a decision.
That's ridiculous. That was Saturday.
It's ridiculous.
Thank you, and sorry.
No.
Her too, because she
That's
helped
right.
me.
That was at Kroger.
Well, and on the last deal, for the same person, we got Roxy, remember?
Roxy, the last time
Yeah.
was the first.
So those of y'all who do not know exactly what they're talking about, when somebody has a problem or an issue, or they need help, or really anything, there is a list of people that you can call, and if you don't get the first one, you get the second one. You will find somebody. You're never gonna be out there by yourself, just kind of like, oh,
We're
what
on
to
the
do?
team, that's what we say, just
Yeah.
say, you know what?
All of us work
Team
together.
member That I need to call, I'll get right back with you.
All of us work together.
So,
So
Roxy's also, she gets cookies.
Roxy, beyond amazing. They all are, but don't.
I'm not a mentor though, so call Kathy.
I will get you where you need to go, okay? But point of that story is, don't ever feel like you're out there by yourself struggling, because there are a lot of people here that want to help you. Oh, Lord, here we go with this clicker thing again. Oh, it worked. Okay, fantastic. Arrow Exterminators is bringing lunch for us. It is not here yet. I think the place where they were getting it, didn't open early enough for them to pick it up, but there will be lunch. Do not fear. I know that's the only reason you guys. We will get you lunch. So thank you to, Arrow Exterminators. Is Donnie around? So he can come and.
He was.
He was?
I think they're freaking out about the food.
If Raymond can find him, we'll come back to him. So, onward. All the.
Give away.
For the
You
anniversary.
write it up there?
Yeah, right up there.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
So we have Tammy, we're gonna share a little bit with
For
us
those of you that don't know,
right after this, Don.
know us, we're Onward Home Mortgage, we're your joint venture
Yes, ma'am.
mortgage partner. So when you, like I said, when you've got a client, say, you know what? I've got two mortgage experts on my team. One's been in the business 30-something years, one 40-something years. Let me get them on the phone. Let me get them connected. And we'll take care of it. Even if it's just a question, that's okay. We'll take it.
Flashing girl.
If you do not have our phone numbers in, now's a good time to put them in for a reason.
I got it on speed though.
I know you do. If you don't have them in your phone, you might want to put them in right now.
Is it up there?
You just might.
Oh. Sorry, you got mine up there too? Oh, okay, good. Sorry, guys.
He plays you every now and then.
Has everybody got it in? Everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, Tammy, what are we doing?
Okay, the first person to text me 3 blue heart emojis.
And the first person to text me, 1 blue and 1 red.
Can everybody read this? And that, are we all good?
Bam.
Fabiola. Fabiola, which one would you like? I'll take a bag. Okay, okay.
No, I did get the text.
What you got?
But just enter your number like that.
Bag.
So, yeah, do you wanna show what's in your bag?
756-2088.
It's for fun.
Wait a minute, I don't know if we should be.
Excuse me, it's for her strawberry.
Necessarily necessary.
She's all set. You guys are so.
Thank you guys.
You know what?
Yeah, then you are.
Thank you guys so
Thank you, guys.
much. And you do not have to have a client who is actively involved with them in order to call them and ask them questions. Okay, you do not have to have a client with them. You can call them and you can ask them anything. Come on in.
Extra call, email will get lost for a couple of days.
All right, well, we're back. Donnie, can you come on up? Everybody thank Donnie for lunch?
Right, so for those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Donnie Wall. I'm the home evaluator for Arrow Exterminators. We do termite letters, termite inspections. I know I've worked with a lot of you guys before. We love to reiterate, we do pre-listing inspections. A lot of times before you even think about putting the home on the market, it's always a good idea to do a termite WDO inspection so that it consists of like fungus, beetles, termites, all sorts of issues. Rodent activity as well. It's always a good thing to know before you list your house. Even if you have a current company or not, it's still a good idea to get a second opinion. Because there have been a lot of the times where a current company hasn't been doing inspections every year. You have no idea what you're getting into. Your buyers come out, even though they have coverage, there's all of a sudden a bunch of termite damage that nobody had no idea. And it becomes a much bigger problem than it should. So that's kind of what we specialize in. Come out, we'll do $75 WDO letters. Free home evaluations, free quotes, but that's kind of what we're at. Is anybody familiar with Arrow and how we work?
Yeah.
Okay, anybody seen me before?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, but not at my house. Everyone else comes to my
Out
house.
of your house, yes. So that's kind of where we're at. One thing we're coming across a lot lately, and I really want to reiterate it to everybody. I had a situation the other day where it was a listing. The buyers requested a termite letter, right? As usual. Last day of due diligence. Worked with this agent a lot, went out there excited to help her out. It's hard coat stucco and it's not cut. Does anybody know what that means when the stucco is not cut?
Has it been inspected?
Well, cut means we want to be able to see the foundation. So when you got stucco at grade, there's always a higher risk chance that termites can kind of tunnel up into the stucco. And then even though hard coat stucco is the good kind, that people like to hear, still when it comes to termites, moisture issues and stuff like that, it's a bigger liability. So what happens is we get out there and the stucco is not cut. I can't give a letter until two things happen. Either one, they cut the stucco, which is extremely expensive, if anybody's ever tried to do that. Or two, at that point, we do have to give a termite bond on the house before we give a clearance letter, which can cost about $1,000 plus depending on the size of the house. I hate telling you guys that. I hate doing that for you because I want to be able to get you guys to closing. But it's a liability game because when we give a clearance letter, you're covered for 90 days, whether it's covered with us or not. So once we issue that wood infestation report, the state knows, all right, if anything happens in 90 days, Arrow's going to fix the problem, which is kind of why we're a little more strict on what house we're going to clear. So best solution is as soon as you get under due diligence, or even pre-listing, like I said, get us out there. That way we have time to work with the problem, see if we can fix if there's any issues. We kind of save you guys from having to postpone closing. Because I'm also an agent here as well, and I hate when closing gets postponed, like everybody else. So that's kind of what I want to help prevent you guys having.
Thank you, and that's wonderful information about stucco.
Yeah.
Stucco problem, it was a huge deal and it never really went away. So, but we're finding out other ways to deal with it. So thank you for that.
And spray foam insulation, who's coming across that?
I have it.
Evans, okay. Purpose of it works really well. Insulate your house, they're trying to make your house a refrigerator at this point. Problem with spray foam insulation is we can't inspect behind the insulation. Because it's sprayed on there. It's not like that R19 where you can peel back in the basement, see behind it, up in the attic, under crawl spaces, you can see the floorboards, headers, joists, anything like that. If there's spray foam insulation on there, it's permanent. That's another issue my company's coming across to where we can't give a termite bond on it and we can't give a clearance letter. So I go out there day before closing again, or day before due diligence ends, and the spray foam insulation, it said you're SOL in our company. Because we can't do anything with spray foam, which is another reason to get us out there. Second due diligence hits, pre-listing, whatever. But we want to just be able to let you guys know if we can or can't and see what we can do to fix it.
Thank you so much.
I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who heard him say he's an agent here also?
He is.
Yeah. I did not know that, and I looked it up, and he is.
It is illegal to identify yourself at the
I know it,
as we all know. So I'm not gonna do that in front of a room of eight.
But you said, I'm an agent here, I thought you were talking about in Atlanta.
No,
So I looked you up and there.
So, I've done a lot of, yeah, I've done a lot of work with all you guys, and Robin is the one who convinced me to come here, and I'm like, I live in Roswell pretty much. Arrow office is one street down, this is just a convenient location for me. So, but yeah, so if anybody has open houses and you want me to host, I'm your guy.
Thank you, guys. Okay, let's see. Is that Michael and Gray in the house? Yes. Come on up, girl.
Hey, I'm Skating with McMichael and Gray. Hopefully everybody has a lollipop Valentine on your desk. If you don't, let me know. I tried to hit every seat. So, well, good morning again. I just want to remind y'all that we do have a happy hour if you are going to family reunion. It is on Wednesday. Perfect. It is on Wednesday, the 28th. From 5 to 7. Please join us there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We do have, it's off the strip at the Southern Highlands Golf Club.
But they have a shuttle, right?
Yes, so we'll have a shuttle that's taking you to and from to make it convenient for you. I've never been there, but I've heard it's got amazing views looking back at the strip. So definitely join us if y'all are going to be attending family reunion. And just want to give y'all a quick tidbit since it's Valentine's Day tomorrow about adding people to title. Just remember that on your contract, whoever wants to be on title needs to be on the contract regardless of if they are a borrower or not. For a cash closing, you can do a trailing deed, adding really whoever you want that's over the age of 18 onto title. Don't necessarily recommend adding just anybody to title, but you can. With a loan, you can only, no matter how much you love them, you can only add a spouse, an adult child, or there is a few provisions for a trust if you're a beneficiary and the settler of the trust. But in general, just keep rule of thumb, spouse, an adult child to add to title if there's a loan. But just remember again, whoever wants to be on title needs to be on that contract, regardless of status of borrower or not. Any questions on that?
It's kind of like on the, actual stipulation, like.
So they can actually be listed as a buyer on the contract. And if you are already under contract, you can do an amendment to add them and you can just literally say, so-and-so is being added as a purchaser on the contract.
Or you can just put their name in the buyer
Yes.
slot on the contract. They don't have to be.
I didn't
on
know that
Yeah.
if they didn't have the loan. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you,
Perfect.
guys.
Great info. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Do we have Kelly Lupita?
Yes.
There she is. It is. Much better than that.
Good afternoon, everybody.
We'll take it.
Almost afternoon. Kelly LaKenda with 210 Home Buyers Warranty. So the last question will be for the bottle of wine, but for 7 reasons why you should choose 210. 7, we do have complimentary listing coverage. It is free for your sellers. Nothing's due until closing and only if it closes with a home warranty, even though if we pay claims. 6, Happy Home Lock and Hardware, with the purchase of a home warranty, your buyers will get reimbursed up to $100 to go towards locks, having somebody redo their locks, or they can buy all new hardware. They just have to upload that paid receipt 45 days from the closing. 5, appliance discount. Your clients could actually go purchase brand new appliances on our discount through GE and Whirlpool. Military discount. If your buyer is active military or a veteran, please let me know. They'll get a discounted rate off the plan of their choosing. Payment plan.
Great.
We all know that sometimes sellers will not pay for a home warranty, but it's still important to present to your buyers, especially if there's older systems and appliances in their homes. So a better way to protect themselves and make it easier for them, we do offer payment plans. We are very well known for HVAC coverage compared to all of our competitors. I have been replacing HVAC with our Supreme coverage, the best coverage, where I'm seeing only the $100 service fee out of pocket or just under $250 out of pocket for a brand new system replacement that these guys are charging $10,000 or more. And so number one, for the bottle of wine, let's do a drum roll. What is the number one reason why you should work with 210?
HVAC.
Kelly,
They get you.
We look really good.
Oscar didn't raise his hand, that's all I saw.
I stood up.
I think it's got Sharon back there too. Well, that is correct. You guys get me. I come along with this product. I want you guys to know that I'm here not only to educate you, I love to talk to your clients. It's so important that your clients know who I am and know that they have a local rep, they have my local cell phone. Because if after that closing date, that's when everyone's job is done, that's when my job begins. And so if they have questions, need guidance, or even need to get me involved in a claim, that's what I'm here for, to make you look good so we can continue to grow together. So if you haven't used 210 or ever worked with me, I would love the opportunity to be your best friend and your warranty partner in 2020.
Can I like a shout out? We were on vacation this summer and had dog sitters in our home that had children with them. And our AC went out. And it was July. Bad. And anyway, she helped me get that resolved here.
I'll tell you, real estate is about relationships. I mean, we all know that. Real estate is about relationships. It seems to be a transactional business, but it is about relationships. This is your relationship, y'all. There is nothing better than being able to pick up a phone and say, I have no idea what to do, but I know I just need some help. And here comes Kelly. So yes,
I
ma'am.
have another shout out.
Do it. Let's hear it.
So I
It's
had,
Kelly Day. Hear it. Hear it.
so I had a friend that bought a house. I was not her agent. But anyway, so something happened and she called me and actually she sent me a long email. I called Kelly. She was the best. She talked to her, she talked her through it. So Kelly just.
I agree with you 100%. So if y'all need home warranty, call Kelly Licken.
If you own a home and you don't have a warranty with her, you should.
You should. You should. You should. All
Thank you
right.
guys.
And no, she brought the wine. Now she's taking it. I don't know. I don't know. This shows you how smart she is, y'all. Is Tammy Dale in the house? I don't see Tammy Dale. Okay, Tammy Dale is with Georgia Natural Gas. She is a wonderful human being. And she can tell you all about the referral programs. There's money everywhere with Georgia Natural Gas. You just have to figure out where to find it. But Kelly can help you with that. There are credits. There are all sorts of things. It's Up Equity here today. And don't believe they are. Okay, Up Equity, everybody knows who they are and we have worked with them before. They are amazing. If you have someone who needs to sell a house before they can buy another house, or if you want to present a cash offer, quote, on your home, give Up Equity a call. And look at that, $500 listing agent referral fee. We're just giving away money there. I like this. It works for me. So, I don't believe Diana Devers is in the house, but for all of your printing needs, Diana Devers is there for you.
And they have some great Popeye.
Do it, go, girl.
Popeyes, that's a
What?
good
Popeyes?
word today, right?
Popeyes.
We'll see more about that later.
But look at these, y'all.
Closing good.
These are good. The Super Bowl, I kind of passed Valentine's Day. They have things all on the calendar all year long. So if you need anything, give them a call.
They just sent out an email that their baseball calendars are ready now.
Yeah, people love those baseball calendars. I swear, you would think they would get old and people would stop using them, but no, everybody loves baseball calendar. If you are not utilizing these things, these are tools that we provide that make your life easier. If you are not using them, if you do not know how to use them, if you do not know what they do, talk to us, talk to me, talk to Carrie Qualters, talk to Raven, talk to Sam, talk to somebody. These are things that y'all pay for in your monthly fee. Use them. They are here to make your life easier. Feature events, you're coming up in 1 second, Michael, you're right after this. So let's talk about some featured events, and I left my little piece of paper on my desk, but the ones that I want to talk about, we have a good one coming up on,
We have Ignite After Dark tonight, and we have a special host for Ignite.
y'all, I
After
got
Dark.
roped into teaching Ignite After Dark, y'all. Catch the 8. It's gonna be fantastic. While y'all are enjoying the farewell party for Robin, which I would love for everyone to go to, I shall be slaving away here at the office teaching Ignite After Dark. So,
And how many of
Also-
you know Erin and Chris?
Erin's our MCA, does all of our financials for us. She's a
Get
little
you
bit with
paid?
child.
A little bit.
A little bit with child. We are having a little baby sprinkle, not a shower, not a full-blown shower, it's just a sprinkle. For Erin and Chris, and there's some information up on the front desk as well, if anybody would like to get them anything off their gift registry. It's on Amazon, that's what I did, it was easy as pie. So, things that are coming up in these next weeks, house closing process with Amy, that's gonna be a good one. You go ahead, point out.
So that was yesterday, but what we have today to look at.
There it was, that was a second or third mistake for the day.
What we have today to check out is elevating your real estate game with professional etiquette with one of our top producers. So, the best way to act like a professional, dress like a professional, have manners like a professional, right? We all need some home training
We
once
do.
in a while.
When you say that.
I'm
People attack. What else you want? Stay on
Wednesday,
everything.
Marianelli is going to be having a listing presentation workshop. Workshop means you're gonna be doing them live in the room,
Yes.
right?
your laptops.
Yep, so bring your laptops. Marianelli, did you have anything to add about that?
We're gonna work on it, yeah, so bring your laptops, we're gonna create some listing presentations and, do CMAs and get you ready for your listing.
And if y'all have not done a listing presentation, please come to this class, because this not only helps out you, but it also helps out our mentors and our other people who you guys call. When it's, D-Day and you've gotta get it done, it's great if you can have a little bit of learning under your belt. So if you guys have not done one before, let's support Mrs. Marianelli while she does that.
Yep, and then the last class too, that's featured on here, obviously there's a bunch of great classes on here. Melba Franklin will be in the house on
You
Thursday.
never know what she's gonna say.
Yep, we teach 2024 brokerage engagements. It's free CE that will go towards your 36. Plus, you'll get to know about the agency agreement so that you can do your best for your clients.
Yes, thank you for taking care of me, Raymond. Which is what she does, so. And thank you to all of you who teach classes for us. It is so important. We can't do what we do without each and every one of you who comes up here and teaches classes, so. Black History Month, this is, for February is Black History Month. We're gonna send out these slides to you. Could you wanna say something?
Yes.
There's like a hand, there it is. Give it to us.
For all of you all that missed the DEI committee meeting this morning, we had a great engagement. On Friday, February the 23rd, we're going to go see Forage.
And we'll send something out.
And you'll have a QR code so that you'll be able to purchase your ticket. It's going to be a great opportunity, and then afterwards, we're going to go over to Vic's on Canton to have conversation after we see the movie. So just want to invite everyone out. It's going to be a great interaction so that we can learn a little bit more about us,
Each other.
ourselves, and each other, so that we can work together to make this a phenomenal office. So
Absolutely.
February the 23rd, Friday, 4:00 PM is going to be the time. You can bring your family. It's open to anyone, but it's going to be a great opportunity to engage.
Thank you, ma'am. And I appreciate how you know what we do in this office, we put things out in the open and we talk about it. And we learn from each other, and we don't argue, but we take a little bit from what everybody is giving, and it helps us grow, it helps everybody grow. So we want to continue to be that kind of wonderful office. So, but you're gonna be getting these slides, and right here, if you click on this slide, it's gonna give you more Black History Month events that are taking place here in Roswell. And then a couple of years ago, Gary Keller wrote a very eloquent letter about the importance of equity. If you haven't read it yet, you might want to take a look at it. So tonight, we're gonna try to keep our spirits up about this because I know we're all very sad that Miss Lemon is pursuing other opportunities. We are absolutely thrilled for her. Nobody deserves it more than she does. She is an absolutely amazing human being. If you are available tonight, it would be fabulous if you could stop by and tell her how much you love her and how much we're gonna miss her. So, try to get through that.
Scott's going to you all.
Yeah. Scott will be there too, okay? If you feel like you wanna say something to Scott, he might go down his nose, you know, he'll do something. Scott will be there. Yeah.
He owes me money, he will be there.
I'll be there. To any of you who Scott owes money to, please, for the love of God, to show up tonight. Show up tonight. It'll make it that much more exciting. Your last chance. Mr. Hernandez, we have a special guest today, so. We're give it up to Michael Hernandez.
I'm actually gonna party because Scott's leaving, but I'm gonna cry because Robin is leaving, so.
For all the bases, I don't know.
We have, as an office, we support 3 philanthropies. Did I say it right? Yeah. All right. Do you guys know what they are? Who can tell me?
North Bolton
Charities. North Bolton Charities.
Grant helping,
Grant.
Yeah, and the fire and the first responder.
Right, so we have, we actually started and got organized and started, Roswell First Responders Foundation.
Oh, cool.
So, so that is up and running. We got our approval of the 5013, the 501c3 last month. So we're excited about that. As far as our office goes, every year we feed all 7 fire stations and the police station for Thanksgiving. Roxy and I and the family used to do it on our own. We brought the office in and it sure made life a lot easier. So, the foundation, the Roswell First Responders Foundation is, pretty much like a bridge between the community and both departments, fire and police. So what we're gonna do is we're help with the safety and the awareness in the schools, in our neighborhoods, and in our workplace to make them safer, to educate and make them aware of anything from human trafficking to just awareness of what about some
Community events.
community events. We do have some good ideas of community events that we're excited about. One of them is called Hartley's for a Hero. So, we're working with, Killer Creek on that. What else we got? Chili Cook-Off. A number of events. Anyways, I'm going blank here. I've been doing this all day at City Hall this morning, so I've already lost my spiel. But anyways, we're very involved. We're looking for volunteers. If you are interested in volunteering, please let us know and we'll put you to the volunteer list. So when we're ready to bring out the guns, we'll go out there. We'll be live after Roswell. And yeah, so it's a great foundation. We're excited about it. And I'm having lunch with both chiefs, fire and police right after this. So they're all on board. They're the ones that actually kind of pushed me to start this foundation. So.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Great thing to volunteer for, if y'all can help them out in any way, it's good for us, it's good for the community. So, thank you for sharing that, Michael. This week's market update, all right, we're gonna look at the numbers again. Does anybody see anything of interest on here, or anything that catches your attention? We're gonna up a little bit. Yeah. We're gonna talk about a couple of things real quick, and the reason that we do this is so that when people ask you, what's the market like? I mean, I know you've been asked a million, trillion, billion times. Once again, my favorite thing to do is to memorize a couple of numbers, memorize the same numbers every day. And when they ask you, you can say, well, no. It's very interesting because yesterday we had this many listings and today we have this many listings, and they're like, wow, okay. But our listings are actually going, all right, listings have gone down a little bit. So we have a little bit fewer listings than we had, and the interest rate popped up a little bit. So this is gonna make for an interesting spring market, but y'all, the spring market is banging and it's happening right now. If you list a house, if you list it well and price it well, you will get multiple offers. There is no way that you can't. I see houses going on the market, one day later, they've got 10 offers, y'all. So when you're making those offers, make them good. Think about the things, and I'll tell you a trick, and I'm sure y'all already know this. Hi, listing agent, can you tell me some of the things that are most important to your seller, okay? The most important thing to their seller might be, my seller needs to stay in the house for, 30 days after we sell. That's not a problem. I can do that, so try to call, see what they want, see if you can fit it into that contract without, Alicia's making me smile over here, without a strain for your buyer, okay? It's a good thing to do. Option money is back. Y'all, I saw an option money the other day, so it's starting up, so get ready. So I know we all love option money. Option money gives me hives, it absolutely does. So, once again, the party chatter. Homes are selling for 96.3% of the list price. That's normalizing. It's still a little high, but it's not the 110, 120% that we were seeing a couple of years ago. 2.3 months of supply. It's down a little bit, y'all. There are not as many homes. The good ones, people are fighting over. We gotta get in there. Average sales price dropped down a little bit. Y'all know that's not the average sales price around here. Okay, our average sales price is 6, 5, 6, up into that area. We haven't seen distressed sales in a long time. Interest rate creeping up a little bit. I think it's gonna drop back down probably in March or so. But today, we are lucky enough, all these beautiful people at the last minute, I contacted them and I'm like, hey, let's talk about pop buys, because tomorrow is Valentine's Day. All right, people are doing pop buys. So we ask, when I call your name, please come up. It's like chair, just fabulous. Come on, Heather Hair, get on that. Carly.
I missed a very important name up there. It was me. I did it, Roxy.
Well, no, I was an add-on, so that's. Get up here, Roxy. And we didn't know what to do with the chairs, because we were like, do we put them in the front? Do we put them behind? So if y'all want to sit down, sit. If you want to stand, stand. And I'm just gonna let you, does anybody know what a pop, how about this? Does anybody not know what a pop buy is? Look at that, pretty in pink over there, doesn't know. Does anybody else not know what a pop buy is? Compact does not know. Sir? You know? Oh. Got 3. I had to call you sir because you were so, like all that stuff. Anybody else? All right, who wants to tell us what a pop buy is?
Can I go
Oh, you
first?
may.
Only because I have to leave at noon for an
Please go first.
inspector with an engineer. So pop buys are just a little something that you do for clients, for future clients, for your neighborhood, for your dry cleaner, for anyone you know and want to be a business with. So you can focus, like I focused on some of my business partners, my dry cleaner, my dentist and so forth. Sometimes I love on them. I finished up yesterday afternoon. I did a little pop by for my neighborhood, which was really easy to do. $1.50 pops from the dollar store, by the way. Dollar Tree, you can order online if you didn't know that and have it shipped to the store. It's really great. It was only $1. They were like $2.49 on Amazon, so it saved a bunch of money that way. And I handed those out to 140 houses in my neighborhood, which I never do because I'm the HOA president, sort of de facto, and I don't like to abuse that. But this year I said, too bad.
Pass it around so they
You
can
may
see
see that. Yeah. But mine tend to have perhaps adult themes too in regard to alcohol. I did do one, can't remember what this was for my bourbon group. These are like little old fashioned kits from Pappy Van Winkle that I ordered, which was really a lot of fun for St. Patty's Day. That's next month, right? I'm a San Francisco girl. Anyone been to San Francisco and the Buena Vista for an Irish coffee before? They're fantastic. So what I do is this has like a little coffee pouch in it. Shelf-proof, whipping cream from Trader Joe's. And then a little bottle of Irish whiskey and a sugar cube in there so they can make their own, and the recipe from the Buena Vista, so they can make their own Irish coffee, which is kind of
So the
fun.
group that you're a part of, a bourbon group, and then
And we have, yeah, some of us old band parents that used to have to drink a lot because we were band parents.
Yeah.
Now we just drink because we like it.
I like it. I like it.
Because our kids are all out of it.
But y'all, point of that being, y'all see how she targeted that pop by to
Yeah.
that.
So I have different people I do it for. I do it for clients. My clients, I make pies for my clients at Thanksgiving. That's like one of my big things. I actually do like my 3 biggest things in the last quarter of the year, which I'm now getting away from. One of the things I did during COVID is I dropped by to houses I knew had little kids. But this is like, yeah, question. Yeah.
Can you say Popeye pie 3 times fast?
Popeye pie, Popeye pie, Popeye pie.
You're outside the pop by.
I did this, for COVID, I ordered a couple big boxes of sidewalk chalk, but guess what? I put them out in the summertime too. Everyone knows there's a tub behind my mailbox. If you need some sidewalk chalk, come and grab some. Send the kids over on their bike. It's really easy. It just has my little tag on it. Not a hard thing. Again, alcohol related, maybe, or drinking related. These are little sippy pouches.
Pass the alcohol, please.
Yeah, sorry, they're so small, they won't go around. These are like a little drink pouch. They're like a refillable Capri Sun. It does fill half a bottle of wine, maybe.
Wow.
What
is this?
They're so fun. They have little straws. So I have a trivia group that we play trivia every week. So blank bring a beer is our name, whoever our server is our team name. This one I did different sticker for Halloween. I handed them out at Halloween at our.
It says keeping it real.
Yeah, so I just did that, so these are, again, there's always a theme and usually has alcohol involved with me. My favorite I was showing earlier, I did this a couple years ago. This is like super cute.
Tell them what it is.
It's like a toddler, it's obviously too small for me, but for anyone who has little kids, it's like a little rain umbrella. Yeah, where's Raven when we need her?
She's dealing with a situation.
Which I probably caused,
Hold
so.
on, I'll take. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
There you
Cora.
go.
I already got you.
Okay, and I'm, Justin, she said you had a 3-year-old and you get to win this. My other big thing I did, what else do I have here? I have, I've done like, I'm an Insta clickbait girl, let me just say. This was a snowman kit to make your garage a snowman during the holidays.
Y'all, I hope y'all are writing this down.
Super easy.
This is
Like,
amazing.
go on Amazon, go on to Oriental Trading, whatever. But today we have 2 more giveaways here. My big one that I do every year,
Delicious.
my hot chocolate and marshmallow kits. Now, because my daughter's package never made it to her in Portugal and it arrived back at my house yesterday, I have 2 kits. So. Be a winner. So in here, the marshmallows are a little less fluffy than they used to be, but they're still delicious. I was supposed to come up with a question. Actually, no, I'm just gonna.
How late can you call the mentors?
Yes, there you go.
8 o'clock, y'all.
Okay, one over that way.
I love.
2 is somewhere over here. There you go.
8 o'clock.
Instructions are on there. Anyway, so that's the thing. Oh, the other thing I do is I flag my neighborhood. So I do flags every year for my neighborhood and everyone looks forward to it. The neighborhood looks great because everyone's got a flag at their mailbox. I do a little sticker with it. So I order the flags usually 2 or 3 years worth of flags, so I don't have to remember. It's also cheaper shipping. And then these are waterproof stickers that I wrap around the stem of them. So they know. So everyone, like every day they go to their mailbox, they remember the flag that Susan does.
And
I've
so
done
you
that
put it down there by the mailbox.
by the mailbox, so it
Snap it
looks pretty. And then I also do
in.
the front of our
Old
neighborhood.
school stuff that works, y'all.
Yeah, little things. Anyway, those are, yes. At usflags.com, I think.
You can look it up online.
I order
Just
them
put-
by, I have 140 houses, so I usually buy 3 years in a row. So I usually buy like 500. All right, yeah, about 500 every time. 'Cause they'll sometimes be in the front of the-
Duncan has a good.
Yeah.
Who puts them out? Will retire.
I do, along with some of the kids, I do use child labor and I drive them with Dairy Queen or Coldstone or whatever ice cream place they want to go to. And they love it once they get to be about 9 or 10, riding in the back of my car with the back up. That's like a big thing to be able to do with permission. So, yeah, so I basically drive down the street, they come and grab and go bump, 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 and we're done in 45 minutes on that one.
That's
Great. Yeah.
On your other ones, how many do you do, or do you do like 10?
So I do about, sometimes it's a matter of if I can get the Irish whiskey for the St. Patty's Day one. So if you want to do something like that, shop now. Because I swear the little to-go bottles are gone in March. So I usually do about 30 of these. So typically most of mine I do 20 to 30, kind of depending on what they are and what the cost of them are.
You set the bottle, you should be good.
Yes, but I do try to give them full ones, not empty ones.
You don't remember.
Yeah, but it's fun, and it's like, it's an easy sort of silly thing. Sometimes I just have them in my car, and if I see someone, I'm like, oh, I should give them one. And I literally kind of do that pop by. So,
Thank you.
those are some of mine.
Can we take a picture of this?
You may, yeah,
We can-
yes, I can leave that here. I just have to go
I'll
myself.
put it on the desk for you.
Yeah, there's a little handy dandy bag here too.
Got it. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it.
Okay, so before I start on this, just a reminder about the party tonight. Okay, I think right now we've got 50 people that have signed up. If you would like beverages, that's at your expense, but we've got the appetizers covered. Also, there should be a card.
I got it.
Okay, has everybody signed the card?
No.
Okay.
Maybe you can
Just pass it around.
On your back.
Part around, that'll be great.
Okay, so one of my most favorite places to go for pop buys is Lidl or Lidl, Lydl.
The grocery store?
Yes, around the corner.
You can get very expensive little cute like plants for like $3. But when someone asked me and I started changing this after bowl, what do? I'm like, I'm a business owner. You're a business owner? Yes, I help people create financial wealth. So I've started getting, it's about $10, those little bitty money trees.
Yeah.
And giving them to them at the closing. And people will actually respond back and say, or it could be a pop by. Saying, oh my gosh, my tree is like really, really growing. And I was like, well, your house is appreciating. Or my tree looks like it's gonna die. Ooh, okay, I don't know what to say.
Time to sell.
What improvements have you done?
Let's be appointment.
So I have a bunch of stuff out here. Some of them are not even stuff that I did, but we've had great success from magnets, either football or baseball. Diane and Devers can help you with that. This one we had a really good response with too. I ordered barbecue sauce in bulk from the dollar store when it was $1 and not $1.25. I grabbed these little things when I see them around town for 50 cents on clearance. And then I had one of those inexpensive towels in here from the dollar store, $1.25 store.
Yeah.
And this is good for July 4th and Memorial Day. Enjoy the sun, have some fun. Remember, your referrals are number one, and just leaving this on their doorstep. So I've really been concentrating on who I drop this stuff off to people that have kind of gone silent on me. Like they're not returning my phone calls, they're not responding to my emails, and they're not responding to my text. Just something to try. It's something to, does anybody have people in your database that are like that? They're not mad at us, they just don't need us right now. So I've had good success with that. Also, I did a horrible wrapping job on this because I was on the fly this morning, but bread. Just 25 cents for this. Wrap it up. Here's just an example of a little tag, banana bread, pumpkin bread, whatever, and drop it off in their mailbox.
What is the little text?
This one just says happy fall. I'll always carve out time for you and your referrals. And then it talks about something on the back. I'm not gonna go over all this. There's a girl named Ansley that does little charcuterie boards. She's doing it for Valentine's Day. It's like $15 and 2 people can eat off of it. You could drop it off with a small little glass of wine.
Like a work of art.
Where's the other thing that seems like people really, really liked was, it's a bottle, well, it's this, but it had our logo on it, Hernandez Group. This was probably the #1 thing. It's easily to mail. This is an eyeglass cleaner or the bottle opener or jar openers. I don't see it here. Yeah, some people said, yeah, I was actually at a party and one girl goes, excuse me, but I didn't get the same gift as my friend just got. She told me that she got it in the mail from you. And it was a jar opener. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get you one if it's that big of a deal. But some people used it as a mouse pad. So I think that's it for me.
The uninformed.
I like the sunflower seeds too. I've done that. I've done that before. I do that with my referral partners.
These are all, yeah.
Yeah. this
Thank you
is-
for helping me grow my business.
Mhm.
And they mail out really easily.
Yeah, your referrals plant seeds and grow roots across our beautiful community. Thank you for your continued business. I forgot this, but we did this last year, just the clear bags that you can take into a concert
That's a great
or
one.
whatever. And then coolers for some people have been a big hit. Dropping them off a cooler. If you think they're pool people or they're gonna be out showing it. So that's it.
Make the banana bread?
I'm sorry?
Did you make the bread?
Yes. I mean, it's so easy. You just get the little bread thing that has like 8 in it and for a quarter each and wrap it up cute with something and leave it in their mailbox. Yep.
That's awesome.
That's it.
Roxy.
You're welcome.
I'm a huge fan of Vital and the Dollar Tree, which is now $1.25 instead of $1. This is one we did last year for Valentine's Day, and it just says when the conversation turns to real estate, call for us, and they just had kisses and conversation hearts in there. I got these from the dollar store for $1. I don't know if y'all know, but the solar eclipse is coming up on April the 8th. It's not gonna be a full and complete solar eclipse for us here in Georgia, but it is gonna be a partial eclipse. You can get eclipse glasses for 90 cents each from American Paper Optics. So we've got a little, this was from the eclipse in 2017. It just gives some facts about eclipses. And then we order all of these clear bags come from Uline and they're local and they're like nothing and they'll deliver overnight. So we keep a stack of those to stick these in and we make sure that we've got one for every member of the family. For Mother's Day, we did honey and these little honey sticks that you put in your honey because you know you're not going to use stainless steel or silver with your honey. No. Yeah. And it just said you're as sweet as can be. Happy Mother's Day. And we went to the dollar store and got cups and saucers that were like $1 a piece and just stood them in there with that. This is one of our favorites. Please don't
love this.
eat the peeps because they're disgusting, but have your peeps call my peeps. And, you know, that was easy. I did have a crying child saying to his mom, she's taking all the peeps. Yeah, so just
Donna knocked him down and kept on going.
yeah, just be careful, right? Because we do anywhere between 90 and 100 Popeyes for our database. We have 67 people that consistently give us referrals. And then we're trying to teach people how to give referrals. So if you're new to our database or you bought a house or sold a house this year, we send you a deal Popeye for you so that you understand that what you're supposed to do after you buy a house from us. This is one of my favorite ones, and like Roxy, you never can tell what people are gonna get excited about. So I sold 2 houses to 2 neighbors next door, and I popped by with something for Dana. And she and Jen were out in the yard when I dropped it by, and Dana said to me, oh my gosh, the kids love that eyeball you sent for Halloween. They keep putting it around the house and hiding it from each other. They love it. And Jen looked at me and she goes, we didn't get an eyeball.
I know.
And I
Wait for it. Listen to this.
I was like, oh, Jen, I'm so sorry. We only send eyeballs to people who've given us referrals. Then next week, I had a referral from Jen and one. Silly, but yeah.
An eye for an eye.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He said it.
All right.
Thank you, Donna.
So I'm like newer in the business compared to these fine ladies, so I'm not quite as in depth as them. But so, last year I did the wrapping paper, and for Christmas, I did like, thanks for helping me wrap up the season. This past Christmas, I made some homemade cookies, so I delivered those. It's about 25 to 30 people is where I'm delivering to. They're my past clients or people I'm actively working with or referrals. One that I just saw, this is gonna be my spring, Popeye. Kroger has these for $2.50 right now, by the way. They're normally $5. They're $2.50. And then Costco has like a pack of these for like 36 for $20. So you can make, these are this is Myers cleaning. And this is like a lemon thing, a lemon smell. So this together, is gonna be like under $3.50. It's super inexpensive. People love this. It smells great. I'm gonna put a tag on it, something about like easy peasy, lemon squeezy, something like that, the tagline. And the back will have like spring cleaning tips. So this will be my March. I'm gonna do for June a barbecue spice rub thing, like a dry rub, mix it together myself. And then fall, do candles, and then December I'll do my homemade cookies again. People love them.
And who do you send to that, Ellen?
My past clients, people I'm actively looking, like who are looking right now or talking to, or like a little bit further down.
Love it.
And referrals.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh, and for referrals, I use tips and edible arrangements. So give them something.
Thank you.
Okay, so I was less fabulous and didn't bring everything today, but I do have some things. This is currently my current pop by. I'm gonna raffle this off today in this room, and somebody who guesses what number I have in my head from 1 to 20 will get it. So you can take a guess right now if you want.
18.
Raise your hand.
Somebody said 17.
I said 16.
Somebody said 17. All right, well, here you go. So I want you to open it and I want you to read what the card says to everyone. I've got tons of big hugs when I'm dropping this off. For some people that I don't really want to talk to, I ring the bell and run. Or I take a photo of it right on the steps
Yeah.
and I text it to them.
Y'all hear that right there?
Like,
That's the number.
Some people are just gonna talk to you to death, right? And you don't have the time to do that when
Drop
you're
it.
delivering big.
Take a
Take
picture.
a picture.
Text the
Yes.
picture to them.
I have a stamp for this office with my name and my address that I stamped the back of that envelope with so that they know. Personal people got a personal stamp with my home address.
Much love this Valentine's Day for your trust in real estate. Heather here.
And that was it. Super
Handwritten.
simple.
Love that.
Some people give me hugs, some people I ding dong and ram, right? But I've gotten such a great response from it. So, I do that for Valentine's Day, and then I have a couple of other things that I didn't bring. Like Fabiola, I bake these chocolate chip cookies every year since my kids were little, and it's just a hit every winter for us. And so I made a recipe card on Canva, which I didn't bring, I'm sorry. And on the back, I have a little note that tells you why this recipe is special in my household. So I'm gonna take a minute to read it to you. This recipe is special in our household. It brings back memories when our children were little and we lived in New York. Up north, we would get numerous snowstorms per season. While the kids played outside with the neighborhood children, I would stay inside and whip up a batch for all of them. Once their little noses were nice and rosy and they couldn't feel their toes anymore, they would come in, hang their coats, lay their gloves on the radiator, and run to the kitchen with friends to grab these fresh baked cookies with their adorable little hands. Boy, does this mom miss that. Today, it's still a favorite in our household because it brings back the warm and fuzzies, and their hands and hearts have grown a few sizes with fondness for their mama's fresh baked cookies. My hope is that you and your family can create fond memories with this recipe too. So that's our Christmas one. Then I have to change it up because we can't keep sending the same thing. So my mom makes a recipe, I send that out too. I'm a club girl. I don't go clubbing, but I enjoy a good book club, a good garden club. So that's my little niche there. And let me see, I have some photos of that stuff. For my garden club, I made, and I do this all on Canva, guys. So it's like really simple when you're working on Canva. I have a little tag with flowers and it says, ready to spring in caps, into action for all of your real estate needs. And on the back of the card, it has my contact information. In the summer, I usually team up with a partner and a few other people from this office. So if you have friends that you're tight with, get together and do a big reverse bold. And that's what we do. We've given away, let's see what this, an Uni pizza oven, a Solo fire pit, $200 Amazon gift card. And what you're doing is each entry, you know, if you do 2 referrals, you get 2 entries, right? So 1 referral is 1. So you've got to make it work for you. So we do that. We partner up with some of our people here. And then I think I'm gonna flag my neighborhood. I've said this for years and years and years, and I finally got my ducks in a row. So I am gonna flag it for Memorial Day. I actually am gonna steal Susan's idea for the chalk because we got a lot of young kids in our neighborhood, and that's it. The reason we share is so that you can all take something from what we're doing because we know it works, right? And if you don't have the idea or you don't know where to start, it works. That bag that Marinelli got, everything in that bag is from the 99-cent store. Everything. So I think for all the people that I popped by and gave it to, I probably spent $200 on materials, and it's going out to like 50 people. Yeah. So that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's so smart too with your raffles and everything, because you're updating your old contacts to make sure you have the correct contact information. But then you're also getting the new contacts, so you can update that. I'll just say, Rana's here. Don't do anything with Rana. Her people win all the time. It's like eager people to like dive in, the biggest pool. So I love you. I'll always do something with you. But her people always win.
Just because I communicate with them that you have this giveaway and
Yeah.
all of them participated.
Yeah.
So I have to pick up the phone, motivate them. If
Yeah.
you do not invite them, they would not go.
Exactly. She's really good at this. So if you want to talk to somebody at a high level, Rana's good.
All right, Deborah.
All right, so we do Popeyes kind of once every quarter or more often, but we have different things. So around the holidays, we happen to do the wrapping paper this year. The prior 3 years, I think, we did lanterns that we got in IKEA. So the lantern, was where you could put a candle in it and it had some paper in it. So we did those for the last few years. Also around, the holidays, we do a key for all of our new buyers. So we go to see all of our buyers and drop off a key with a little key ornament. For the spring, we did this one. Thank you for helping us grow our business. So we have a lot of these, also dollar store, also we order these in. We did this one for the fall, but we do different ones for the fall, and this is, calls for the insider information in real estate. So we do different things. This is our flashlights that say Atlanta Property Professionals on it, and the tagline was, something about lighting up the real estate industry. So again, we do different things. We do about 10 to 15 Popeyes per quarter per person. We're doing 10 a month.
Wow.
10 to 15, yeah, a quarter at least. And it depends because everybody on the team, some people love the Popeyes and some people don't love the Popeyes. I love the Popeyes. I love the one-on-one conversations. I just think it's a really good way because, that's when they usually invite me in. I'm always inside people's houses. So they invite me in, they want to talk to me about their deck, they want to talk to me about their built-ins, they want to talk, so that's where we really get to see what they're doing to the house. If they need vendors, for that, maybe they have the famous favorite vendor. I always ask, what have you done recently and who was your favorite vendor? We're always trying to grow our vendor list. So I'm always using that and that gets my invitation right in the front door. Then we talk about the neighborhood. I see the roofs going on and I see roofs going on. It's at that time of year, that time of season for the houses. Yes, everybody's been getting the roofs on. Well, is anybody else doing any other work to see people fixing up and getting ready to sell? So that's where I started asking for the referral. So I love going to people's houses. Popeye Day is my favorite day. I always go home happy on Popeye Day.
So you don't ding dong bitch.
I do not ding dong bitch. What Molly does is she videotapes herself in the car at the beginning of the day. So anybody who's not home, she can send the same video.
Oh, that's a great
So she's
idea.
wearing
Great
her
idea.
clothing. So in case they look on the ring camera, she was wearing the pink sweater in the car, and the same one you'll see on the ring, right? You're not gonna tape yourself in the red sweater and the next day you're, the blue sweater in the ring camera, so be careful about that. But she does one video at the beginning of the day. I'll do a video on the front porch if, they're not home, but again, the people are home, that is my best connection. I get to really dig in deeper than I do on a phone call.
I wanted to add to these Popeyes, don't discount anyone. If you have an urge to give it to them, even if you're not working with them, but you think that there can be a relationship, that bag, I delivered maybe 11 of them to my fiance's office, and I just got into contract on Saturday with someone from his office. So it happened really, really quick. When you're, top of mind, people, and I literally gave it to her, sat down, talked to her for a few minutes. Her phone rang. I said, okay, I'll talk to you later, but if you're thinking about buying a house, keep me in mind. That was all I said. She called me. So, and we're in contract as of Saturday. So don't discredit like, there's no investment for me there. There will be.
My mother does a bridge club with 7 other women every other Monday. And she said, oh, I'd like my bridge club to have one of those. And I'm like, great, Mom, take them. There's 7, take them. So now they all want to know for every holiday. And I've got a ton of referrals from them. None of them have bought anything or sold, but they've referred me to a ton of people for stupid eyeballs and small. No, whatever. It works. It just works.
It does work, y'all. I cannot thank you all enough for
One
doing
other,
this.
one other thing,
Yeah,
so
tell
I
me.
was doing this for a while, haven't done it, but I'm gonna go back to it. This is something I was doing, at open houses. So this was putting a CMA in a little baggie with a little bit of hand sanitizer and some gum and my card. And I know, so I was giving these out at open houses and people were just keeping them in their car because they're using the hand sanitizer and everything else. And I've gotten people who had other agents who called me and said, listen, I got rid of my agent and it wasn't working for me and can we talk? 6 months later. So I don't know if you want to do something at open houses, but it was working. I haven't been doing it. I'm gonna go back to the 2024.
You mentioned one more thing.
Please.
Is everybody fine if they take pictures? If you want to come up here and take photos? Just a couple of things, since St. Patty's Day is coming up, you can fill this with like little pieces of butter, butterscotch candy or whatever. It says, I'm so lucky to have your business. And then this one, people like to, we hit the jackpot knowing you. Hope your day is filled with as much luck, with a payday. So pretty inexpensive.
Thank you guys so much. And so what they've done is they gave you ways to do it if you like to talk to people. They gave you ways to do it if you don't like to talk to people, the ding dong ditch, thank you, Heather, for that. But they're showing you how to do this, whatever works with your personality, okay? The main thing is touch people, let them know. You used to heard the different groups that they're giving them to. I used to give them to the people who I thought were gonna give me the most referral. Like the people that had given me referrals in the past and who I thought I was gonna get the most business from. So these guys, this is great information. Come up, take pictures. Thank you guys so much for your time. Give it a round of applause.
Lesser scale, like tonight I have book club, and so I have a friend who lives in England and she always brings me like chocolate from England, like massive amounts. And when I go to our book club meetings, I bring just a big bar of this chocolate to these meetings. So that's just, it should be a courtesy maybe when you go to someone's house to bring something, but also they remember that, right? You want to be memorable, that's all. So
And
just
all
keep that
of
in
these
mind.
these are some great ideas on here. There's also a website called popbuys.com. And they have things like this on there. So you should not be lacking for ideas, y'all.
There's
You
a
should
Facebook
not be
group,
lacking
too.
for ideas.
Facebook group, yeah.
And this is the season for it too. We have,
The weather's good.
we have March for St. Patty's
Yep.
Day. It's not too late for Valentine's Day. You might have to do it overnight, right?
Or just do
Sure.
10.
Yeah. And then we also have Mother's Day, Father's Day. We have, what else? In April, we have Easter. So there's a lot.
A lot of things coming up. If y'all do a calendar and write, and just big calendar and rock your, if you want to do one a quarter, write your pop buys
Right.
down on your calendar and you'll know they're coming up and it won't be like, oh crap, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Make a calendar.
You could do it
Stick to the
today.
calendar. You can do it today.
Right now.
No excuses.
If
No
today's too
excuses.
soon, we're in the first quarter. There's
Yep.
something else that's coming up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Thank you. Yay. Miss Walters is going, if y'all don't know who Miss Walters is, Carrie Walters is our PC coach. Carrie Walters is, y'all, she's beyond amazing. She's absolutely phenomenal. If you're not in PC, you might want to consider it. But what she's going to do today, we have a lot of questions about open houses. We do lately. A lot of new agents are saying, how do I get an open house? And we also had an agent say, I can't get an open house. Is it okay if I work on expireds? And I was like, yeah, sure. That's fine. You do that if you can't, if you can't get an open house. But she's gonna tell you where to get them, how to get them, and what to do. Great, are you? Is that what you're gonna do?
I can talk about that.
Okay, you talk about that. You talk about whatever you want
Whatever
to.
you want me to
No,
talk
you
about.
can talk about what you want. No, you, it's open house.
Let me talk to my listing agents in the audience. If you have a couple new listings over a weekend and you've got a slot where you need an open house host, how do you pick somebody to sit in your open house for you?
That's a question.
It's a question for those of you who listen.
For me, I do interview a few agents and find out like, how do they get prepared? Like,
Yeah.
What is it that they do? The other thing is like, I do prefer for them to have their own signs, like,
Okay,
because, a lot of times they get that number and who they're calling and how they get it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they have to have quite a few and like set up balloons and all that
Perfect.
stuff. So there's all these things at the beginning and how they follow up with the client. I am the type that if you're doing my open house, those are your people, but I do want you to follow up because that could be a sell for my list.
great. So have you developed a little roster of agents in the office that you call on?
For them to have their own
Open house.
Open house
Yeah,
signs?
no, the listing, the.
Right, I just
Of
want to
course,
clarify
yeah,
because we have some new people.
Yeah, so what I heard from my new agents in the room is go ahead and order some open house signs and have your own inventory of open house signs. You're gonna have your own listings soon anyway, so you might as well get your directionals. And you can get directionals where the open house just sits right on top, so they kind of are dual purpose, right? So go ahead and get those. Make sure and follow up with the listing agent after your open house and tell them who came by, what they said, all of that good stuff, and be prepared. Would it be a smart idea maybe to reach out to some agents in the office with a checklist of what you do for an open house? If you guys got that email from one of my new people, would you be like, oh, they kind of got it going, right? So that might be a good idea if you're new. And if you don't have that checklist, let's work on it together. We want to maximize the number of leads you're gonna get, and we want to try to sell that house for the listing agent. So we have those two goals in mind, and we're gonna do as much as we can to get as many people as we can into the house, right? Go ahead.
It's a good idea too. I think if you're a listing agent and you're interviewing someone, maybe tell them how many signs they need. Because you kind of know where the different directions are. And those signs go at the corners for people to turn, not all in the yard.
Right.
I didn't say that once, and my seller called me and said, why are there 20 open house signs in my yard? And I called the agent and I was like, really? Really? I mean, please go get them.
Have you ever driven around and
I know.
seen an open house?
Exactly.
Maybe one in the yard with the balloon to show that it's open. In Shift, we have a great outline for how to do 7th level open house. And I think how many signs do they say in Shift? Does anybody remember?
There used to be a guy with Tom Ferry.
It's at least 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there was a Tom Ferry guy that put out like 30 or 40 signs every
30.
And his open houses.
Yeah.
Banging, y'all. Banging.
That's why they need their own signs.
Yes, that's true.
But you're gonna get the most traffic if you put your signs out there, right? Let's see, what else can we say about getting open houses? So,
Yeah, when you're doing the open house, like if you're hosting it Saturday, Sunday,
Mhm.
don't put it 4 or 5 days before. It's the day before.
yeah,
Put the balloons and everything, so it calls it, that it's not something that gets kind of like missed and it's been there
Missed.
for a while, then just.
Yeah. and you're likely to get your signs taken up too, if you leave them out there for several days. Most people are tolerant for signs being up Friday through Sunday, but some neighborhoods are gonna
Yeah.
yank those signs. So don't spend goo money on your directional
And can you
signs.
go on the Facebook page and post that they're looking for
So
an
we've got
open
the
house?
GLG Mastermind and the Roswell Rocks, both Facebook pages. If you're looking for an open house or you're looking for an open house host, that's a good place to post. I would go to the MLS and search for listings in our office. Does any listing agent have a house that is maybe a little bit ugly and has taken a couple weeks to sell recently? Nobody in this
Not
office.
recently.
Not in this office.
Not recently.
We're pricing them right in here. But I bet the people that aren't here in this room might have a couple of old listings because they don't know how to price them, right? Those agents would be really, really appreciative to have a new agent come in and hold their open house.
I'd be appreciative because I don't work Saturdays. So anybody that wants to sit in open house.
Sure.
So y'all hear that? Anybody that wants to hold an open house on a Saturday, there it is.
If you're a Saturday
There it
person,
is.
yeah. And you have one too. Great. So there are some open house opportunities in the room. Yeah. As the market gets busier and there are more homes on the market, there's gonna be more open house opportunities. Because our really successful agents are gonna start taking 8 listings at a time, and they're not gonna be able to physically hold them all open. So that's when it's gonna get really busy for you, your new agent, and it's coming, I can feel it. And, so anyways, go into the MLS and you can search the MLS for listing office, our code. And you'll find all the listings in the office, and you can go through and look for which ones might be in need of a little marketing refresh.
See who has multiple listings.
And go take on an open house at that one and see if you can make an impact for that listing agent with their slightly tired listing. That make sense?
Love it. I think
Yeah.
that's perfect. I think that's perfect. And like I said, for those of you who are not in PC, if you want to, Carrie we'll do a free interview. A complimentary
Absolutely.
interview with you, and see how she can help you, and how we can move your career forward, because that is why we are here to support you guys and move your career forward.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Carrie. Also, there's an open house playbook, which is, available to everybody. I'm sorry, big snaps, all the things. Open house playbook, which is available to you guys through Command. So for those of you who have never done an open house and are like, I don't know how to do the best open house I can, here's a playbook. Carrie's happy to go over it with you and explain everything in there to you. We are not gonna do that today. Do you wanna? Yes.
I think also say something to tag on to something.
Absolutely.
I went to family reunion 2 years ago, and there was a lady there that all she did was open houses. That was way cool. And she had a mega team, and that's how they had grown their business. There is nothing in the Bible that says you have to do open houses on Saturdays or Sundays.
Tuesday night, Wednesday night,
Right.
after work.
I went on Thursday this week, just because there's different eyes.
Yes.
So when I was a rookie, way back on, I did Midtown and in town on a Thursday night because there was a lot of stuff going on there on a Thursday. And so I think you just have to think out of the box. And it's not just weekends when people are driving and sitting and have a moment to come in and sit.
A happy hour open house would be a really big.
You just gotta be careful with that set of program.
Yeah.
But in town and midtown and places where people are walking and doing stuff like that, those night open houses are amazing. Yes, ma'am.
So we've also done one where it's like, you wanna do one for the neighbors only.
Yes.
And like you door knock and say, hey, like come to the open house and maybe pick your neighbor, but it's just for the neighbors, that way who you're getting there is like they're turning the whole.
What do you think about doing that one early? Like maybe we do a neighbor open house from 1 to 2, and then we do our regular open house from 2 to 5, and that way we don't have to be out there
It
twice.
doesn't have to be in the weekend too, it would be in the evening, you can have
I love
kind of
that.
like a wine cheese, kind of like tour, maybe get, Roxy's daughter to cater like the charcuterie, you know, and just get, I mean, it's just a good way to get like your neighbors there.
I love that.
Seller leads too. Yeah,
Yes,
seller leads.
and they're good leads, y'all. These are not like your Zillow leads that everybody and their dog has. These are actual leads. Somebody came in your house and they're interested in looking at it. It's a warm lead. Yes, ma'am.
So we have 2 signs printed up, one that says neighbors welcome. Cause if y'all haven't ever noticed, when neighbors come in, they're like, I'm so sorry, I'm a neighbor. I'm just being nosy. So if you have a sign out there that says neighbors welcome, they feel much better about coming in. And then the second sign we had printed is, if you lived here, you'd already be home. Right? So like on Friday afternoons with traffic, if you put out the open house sign that says, you know, if you lived here, you'd.
And I bet your seller would run out there and stick that sign in their yard.
If you lived here, you'd already be.
You have by now.
Or even go the extra level, use your KW command tech, right? And make sure that you send something out that week as reminders to look up the neighborhoods on MLS that are nearby. And send out reminders, we're having an open house near here at this subdivision, so look at the nearby subdivisions. Send it out in your command, and then you can see who opened it and who didn't, right?
Y'all, if y'all don't leave here with a million ideas, melodies, I know it's out there. The food is out there, so I'm trying to get everything. Y'all, she's giving me the love. All right, I gotta wrap this up because Melody wants all y'all to eat. That face is scaring me right now, but Yes, ma'am, please, always.
Somebody comes into the open house and they're like, I'm sorry, we're just a neighbor coming in to look. What's something that you could say to them?
Oh my gosh, I love neighbors coming in.
Uh-huh.
It's so fabulous. You get to see what's going on in your neighborhood.
Or I'll say, so are you just a nosy neighbor looking for decorating ideas, or are you considering moving?
Yeah. And there's, and most of them are stalking. Most of them are stalkers, but.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, I have to mention, I don't have to mention, I want to mention, I'm happily mentioning this. Compliance checkup, TCPA, do not call list, follow the rules, y'all, follow the rules, and everybody has been following the rules, so thank you big time for that. If you have any questions about this, ask me, ask Fiona, please ask Fiona, she's rolling her eyes, ask Fiona. And I think we're gonna send this out, you'll have the link to the ABAT, the ABAT is in DocuSign, Remind, and also at kwroswelltraining.com. If you do not know how to do something, go to kwroswelltraining.com, y'all. Our mentors and our agents spend tons of time getting those videos ready for you, okay? They're there for you. Let's utilize them. And inspiration for the week. Happiness lies in bringing joy to others. I want to thank John Serrano for bringing joy to our entire team yesterday. He got us lunch and it was delicious, I gotta say. So we were very happy yesterday. So thank you for providing that happiness. But let's try to live by this, y'all. Let's try to live by this.
Do your Popeyes and bring some joy to your clients.
Bring some Popeyes to other people. That is it. That is our meeting. We all survived. Y'all survived me. Have a good day. So everybody have me. We good? You're not in the car. But I'm like, I mean,